Hãy để mỗi lần tắm là một lần chăm sóc cho làn da của bạn với sữa tắm cá ngựa Our Turmeric Perfume Shower Gel, một sản phẩm từ nước Đức, được chiết xuất từ các loài hoa thiên nhiên, nhiều loại vitamin và protein. Sữa tắm cá ngựa không chỉ làm sạch da mà còn dưỡng ẩm, mang lại một làn da mịn màng, căng tràn sức sống. Với hương nước hoa quý phái lưu lại suốt 24 giờ, sản phẩm từ thương hiệu Our Turmeric đã chinh phục hàng triệu người dùng tại châu Âu. Tại Sydney, sản phẩm hiện đang được bán tại siêu thị Nam Phương ở Cabramatta và siêu thị Cycle ở Cali Heights. Để làm đại lý phân phối, xin liên lạc đài VTA qua số 0452 067 535.
Có một loại nước mắm thuần khiết, sinh ra để làm nên sự khác biệt, gói trọn tinh hoa của biển cả, đánh thức hương vị đậm đà thượng hạng, đẳng cấp, sang trọng, là món quà tình thân ý nghĩa để luôn nhắc ta nhớ về cội nguồn. Nước mắm Hoàng gia, tinh hoa đất Việt.
Nước mắm Hoàng gia hiện nay đã có mặt tại tất cả các tiểu bang trên toàn quốc Úc Châu với 3 kích cỡ khác nhau, bao gồm 250ml, 500ml và 750ml. Tại Melbourne, nước mắm Hoàng gia đang được phân phối bởi công ty Oxford Foods và bán lẻ tại các siêu thị và nhà hàng. Mọi chi tiết xin liên lạc anh Tony Bùi 0481 177 996.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Sunday show, and joining us today is Dr. Amy Leung. Hi Amy.
Hi Ken, how are you? Thank
I'm
you
very
for
good.
having me on today.
Thank you for joining us. And last week, Dr. Amy Leung did join us, and then she gave us some useful information about how to look after your shiny smile, your white teeth, right? However, Amy, I just wondering, say, if I want to, have a regular checkup, so normally when I go to visit you, I have to pay out pocket my money, right? Should I, or should I be eligible for any support from government?
Unfortunately, no, Ken. In Australia, we don't have any funding from the government when it comes to dental health care. I mean, there are some limited schemes that we have, like the Medicare scheme, but only certain children are eligible for that. You have to be under the age of 18, from the age of 4 to 18, and your parents have to be on a low income or on Centrelink benefit. Then we do have the hospital system, but it's a massive waiting list of 5 years.
That's a shame, right? That's a shame, because since we are Australia, we're a very developed country, and but we also have a very advanced and I would say one of the best medical systems in the world. Like for me or for many others, as long as you got Medicare card, right, you can visit your GP bulk and then you don't have to pay anything.
That's correct, but Medicare doesn't extend to dental care. It only covers for the doctors.
Why?
We don't know, and our dental association has tried to petition for more support. But I guess in terms of priority, it's not prioritised, which is a shame, because people actually don't know that dental care is linked to medical. So if you have problems with your teeth, it actually can translate into heart disease, diabetes. It can actually affect your whole body.
Oh, so you mean even our children is not eligible to fund from government too?
Not children, not adults. There is no dental scheme in Australia.
That
You just have to self-fund it.
Really? For me, it's not a shocking news.
It is, yeah.
We are really proud to say that, Australia has a very advanced and very, one of the best medical system in the world, but our government don't fund dental care.
No, we don't have, when it comes to dental
Not
care.
at all?
Yes, you just have to self-fund it yourself.
But I heard people say about like $1,000 cap for children annually.
You're referring to the Child Dental Benefit Scheme, which is only eligible for low-income families and only for children.
Huh. So it's for children from average family, like not low income, so that they're not eligible for anything at all.
I think you have to be assessed by Centrelink,
Right.
and then when they deem that your income is low enough to go in a family tax benefit A or B, then they will automatically give you the benefits.
So that most of your patients have to pay their own pocket money.
Correct,
For
unless
their
they have
services.
health fund, but that only covers part of it too.
Is that costly?
It's costly if you leave it a long time, Ken. It's more affordable if you act on it quickly. The problem is that, say a filling that would cost $140. If you leave it for a year, it would become a $2,000 job. Now,
Yeah.
if you leave it for another 5 years,
Oh,
well,
right,
you're
right.
looking at maybe a $5,000 to $10,000 job.
Okay.
Yes.
So we all know that, like from what Amy said, we are not eligible anything for funding from government for treating our teeth, right? So that's why we have to look after ourselves, right?
Correct.
And the best advice is that, like we have to look after our teeth regularly. So how often irregularly, Amy?
Every 6 months is a recommendation. It's important to visit your dentist because we can pick up early problems and prevent it becoming expensive. But it also can be life-saving because what people don't know is that the dentists actually look inside the mouth. So when you go to your doctor, the doctors generally they only have time to assess whatever your complaint is. They don't have time to check your mouth. And there's a lot of cancers get hidden inside there because people actually drink, they smoke, they vape, they take drugs. So the mouth gets abused a lot. So that's why cancer can grow in there.
Oh, wow. That's a serious problem. Right, so the best way is to regularly check up your teeth. The advice is that at least 6 months, in a 6 month time?
Every 6 months.
Every 6 months, right. So the more regularly, you check up your teeth, the better, right?
Correct.
So what I'm still feel very uncomfortable, why the government not supporting, for Australian people to look after their teeth more regularly. At least, like we should have some fun in there. What do you think?
Well, I hope it can become a topic and more power can be given to this. Because in a country like Australia, people shouldn't be suffering. People shouldn't be walking around with pus coming out, in pain, and not be able to afford dental treatment.
And like you said, like dental problem can cause another, other problem too.
Correct.
With heart disease, with blood pressure, with a lot of things. I'm not a health professional, but I think, of course, whenever I got teeth problem, I feel very, 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 very annoying, very, very uncomfortable, and then I feel headache. I feel, a lot of health effects as well.
Yes. For example, that people don't know that untreated gum disease actually makes your diabetes worse. So someone with diabetes or borderline diabetic, if they don't treat their gum disease, their diabetic actually goes haywire. Their sugar level goes up.
What about the awareness in the public, about dental care? Do you think that improve over time, or maybe people say, that's costly, so I don't have to worry about that much, and then like the longer I go to I'm going to see dentists, the more safe I have.
A lot of the messages and the promotions is done through our dental association. So regularly we have Dental Health Week, and every year they would put a topic out. Like 1 year it could be sugar and its effect. The next year could be drugs and its effect on teeth and things like that. It depends, but the funding is very limited. There's not a lot of promotions from the government in terms of like taking care. I mean, there's a lot of drink driving messages and not speeding and informations with regards to being safe, but when it comes to dental health, there's a lack of funding with the marketing there. Yeah.
And you mean that lack of resources from government to support the community, to raise the awareness of, looking after the teeth, to prevent, lighter or further, like outcomes.
That's true.
So what can we do?
Like your show is important, getting the message out there about people, what they can do to access their dental care and what they can do to avoid problems. But also just like, you know, like community groups is another way to get messages out. Like we do promotions across certain, like going into nursing homes and giving health talks. Or we also do talks to veteran affairs patients, trying to promote better care.
Right. So we all know that, you know, we don't get support from government for, you know, looking after our teeth. The best way is that, you know, to visit your dentist, you know, more regularly, right? And early prevention better than cure, right?
That's true. I don't know, like they say, an apple a day keep the doctor away. I don't know what the equivalent in the dental is that one. Maybe a toothbrush.
All right. Really, and one more thing, you know, like recently I found, this is my personal experience, right? That, you know, like it seems like more and more adult, Australian adults, got problem with teeth disease, gum disease, and that also cause very bad breath. Is it correct, Amy?
Well,
from your expertise.
Let's address one issue first. So with the dental care and things like that, a lot of it actually comes down to our lifestyle choices, Ken. So the food we eat actually has an effect. We're eating a lot more sugar now. We're also like making lifestyle choices. Like everything has an effect on what we do to the teeth in the mouth. So alcohol, cigarettes, vaping, sugar, even junk food.
Okay. There's lots of things.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we mentioned one at a time.
Yes.
You're saying that the lifestyle, our lifestyle now, you know, also affects a lot to our teeth health. And the very first thing is that we're eating more sugar right now, right?
Yeah. So it has a like a partnership effect. So people who have diabetes, they have gum disease. They have a high chance of having gum disease.
Yeah.
And then it works the other way. People with untreated gum disease exacerbate their diabetes. So yeah, it's they go hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
Yeah. So like eating a lot of sugar can lead to diabetes, sugar level being high, and then that can have effect on your gums. And then not treating your gum will then drive your diabetes out of control.
And is there any relation, you know, between eating more sugar to tooth decay?
Definitely. We have what we call, it's like a diet caries model, and it's looked like an Olympic ring. And you have to have all the factors, not brushing your teeth, not eating properly, like eating a lot of sugar, and also host is like if someone is weak and susceptible. So all these factors come into play to cause the cavities. Yeah.
Okay. So you mean that eating more sugar, because I want to focus on this one because I think, you know, with children and even, you know, like adults, we tend to, you know, to consume more sugar recently in, you know, nowadays, in these days, right? So is that really eating more sugar that firstly affect your high chance to get diabetes, right?
Sugar has an effect on everything. It's like it can, in a roundabout way, it can affect your gum. By causing gum disease. But it also can cause holes in your teeth, cavities.
Cavities.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So that the very first thing I'd like to focus on, you know, to think about our lifestyle and think about our, you know, eating dietary. We, you know, and you know, for me too, I normally, you know, like teach my children not to eat too much sugar. Because, you know, sugar can cause addiction too.
Yes.
Do you think so?
Cause a what?
Addiction.
Addiction, of course.
Really?
Yes.
You know, like say that, you know, there are lots of health concerns relating your consuming sugar, right?
That's true.
All right, so let keep on. Let's move on to the next. So you're talking about lifestyle. So I stopped there at eating sugar, and what else in the lifestyle?
The second question you were asking me before with
Yep.
regards to like how to take care of the teeth.
Yep.
So like in terms of like not only just what you eat, but also what you do. Like people actually use their teeth for silly things like opening packages of chips,
Yeah.
you know, like biting your nails. That's really bad. It can cause a lot of damage to your teeth.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
In what way?
Well, it's
Yeah,
just
I saw.
it can make your teeth shorter. It can chip your teeth.
Yeah, I saw children. Like
Yeah.
they when they thinking something or
Yeah.
they got a habit that biting their nails.
But also people using their teeth to open. You see on like
yeah.
Instagram, the trend like people open beer bottles with their teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
It looks fun until like a whole tooth come off.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. All right. Okay. So, what's your recommendation in lifestyle? To look after your teeth or your dental health.
Well, we are humans. We're not sharks. We don't get second sets when we lose our teeth. So I think people need to value it and treat it with the love and attention it needs. And it's designed for one thing alone. It's designed for you to eat your food.
Yeah.
So it's not designed to open beer bottles, packets of chips, or anything else silly.
Okay. What about people got bad breath?
Okay, so with bad breath, there's a lot of causes, and we actually have a device that can measure how bad your breath is.
Really?
So yes, so there is a quicker way, of course.
Okay. That's very interesting. I never know that.
Yeah, so we
I
have
never
a thing
know that.
like a breathalyzer, right? So we have a
Really?
thing similar to a breathalyzer. It's a bad breathalyzer, so you can actually measure. And what it's measuring is the sulfur compounds. So the cause of bad breath is a sulfur compound. So we're measuring for sulfur compounds.
Okay. So how big is a device?
It's about maybe a tissue box.
It's like tissue box.
Yeah, like
And
that.
is that like color and lighting indicators?
So you blow in there and it'll measure the percentage of sulfur in your bad breath. So instead of you going to your partner and go, "Hey honey, does my breath smell?" You can actually get this done at the dentist and you can get an accurate percentage.
You really, I asked my children, and they said, "Oh, daddy, you're stinky."
Yeah, but the causes of bad breath are numerous. The foods we eat, like garlic, onion, cheese products, dairy products that ferments. But some people naturally have certain bacteria in their body or their mouth, and that ferments to produce the sulfur. But also people with gut problems, like gastric reflux and things.
Yeah.
And another thing is, have you heard of tonsil stones?
No.
They're like little pieces, like the white, and it smells revolting. And some people just have really deep, like tonsillar crypt inside their mouth, like they folds inwards. Some people are lucky, they have shallow ones. Some people, they have real big folds. And what happens is the bacteria and food gets trapped in there and it can't come out. So over time, it forms into a ball and it causes the bad breath.
So, right. So, before, like asking you, I'm just thinking, like, teeth problem cause bad breath, but, actually there are more than that.
It can cause bad breath having dental issues, but it's just one of the many reasons. It's not the only reason.
One of the many. And like Dr. Amy Leung just said, that lots of other reasons, or lot of other causes, like the food, right?
The gut health.
The gut health and the bacteria.
Yes, there's a certain type of bacteria we have. It's called chromogenic bacteria, and it's a black bacteria, and you even see it on children sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah, and
So-
it's contagious. So if you share like cups or drinks with your family, friends, or you kiss, of course, you will transmit the bacteria.
Wow. So, for those who got bad breath, like your recommendation is just to buy the equipment The device?
No, that device is only for the dentist. I don't recommend you buy the equipment home, test it yourself. Yes.
How much normally is costing?
I'm not sure. Depends on what brand you want. Yeah.
But on average?
Maybe about a couple thousand,
$4,000. That only just for professionals.
Yes.
Right. Not for a household.
No.
Yeah. Maybe I'm going to buy one to ask the whole family to use it. But that's interesting, and then of course that helps to, to alert or to detect what your problem.
Well, another way I was just going to say is a lot cheaper. I normally have my patients, they suck on a Q-tip. You know the Q-tip that you clean your ears with or something? Yeah. You can suck on that, and then you can smell it. Because how do you smell your own breath?
Oh, right.
So you can suck on that, you can smell it.
Oh,
and then you will know like if you have a problem or not.
Yeah, I think really that are very personal issues, but for for the whole community, for public health, that's a big issue. Recently, I experiencing myself like in a very sometimes very hard to say problem. Say by talking with you, and now I know there are more than like causes. Like there are more than one cause to cause a bad breath, and your dental health is not the only one.
Yes.
Right. Oh, right. Okay. So there are a lot of things to talk about, and we just talk about the government support or government grant for for Australians who want to look after their teeth, and unfortunately we don't have any scheme. But you just said the children benefit.
Yes, the child dental benefit scheme.
Child dental benefit.
Yes.
I haven't used it. I never used it, so I don't know.
Well, you're not a child. you wouldn't
No,
qualify.
I have children. But I never use it. But that's not for every kid.
No. Like I said, you're income tested.
Oh, yeah. It depends on my income test.
Yeah, it is income tested.
Okay. I haven't received any support from Centrelink, so I don't know. but every time I have to pay.
That's true.
Right, so what about insurance? Is that insurance can help?
Private health insurance, not 100% cover. It's only part cover. And then you have to pay what is called the gap between what the fees of the dentist is. It's not enough to run a dental clinic. It costs a lot of money to run a dental clinic. People are not aware of that.
All right. So even private healthcare don't cover 100%?
No, it's not enough. If you were to accept that as payment, there's no way you can run a proper dental clinic. There's staff wages, there's costs of rents, water, electricity, and equipment. You cannot charge only on the health fund.
Right. And the insurance and the private insurance, it's costly too. It's too expensive too for a family, right?
Well, I heard recently there's been an increase again.
So on average, how much for the minimum to start with?
I'm not sure because there's a lot of health funds out there, but I do know that it's kind of like one of those things where like you can't do without it, but then it's too expensive for some families.
Yeah. I remember, for myself, we pay about like almost 5,000 a year for a family, 2 parents and 2 children.
I often think about letting it go, not having it, but then when it comes to having some health issues lately, I'm glad I do have it because it allows me to access the private system, allows me to choose the doctor I want, the hospital I want, and whatever day and time it suits me, versus waiting on a waiting list.
You're talking about waiting list. Is there any dental treatment that like your patient have to wait in a very long list?
The public system. So like if someone cannot afford dental care, like if they're on some Centrelink payments or they're pensioners, they can actually go to a public system. But unfortunately, it's 5 years waiting list. And we see a lot of people, they go from needing some simple treatment to almost having all their teeth out and getting dentures made.
Yeah, of course. If you wait for 5 years and the teeth gone,
Yes, it's all gone.
so sad. I also heard that some people even sometimes when they can't afford the dental care expenses, then they have to borrow money. They have to like go to the bank or
Yes.
go to borrow money for dental care. Maybe sometimes cost $10,000.
Well, fortunately, at 15 Dental, we do actually have an in-house payment system. It's called DOSH, and it's actually like patient finance. So rather than they have to do the paperwork, navigate it themselves, we actually do it all in-house for them, and it allows them to pay it off over 7 years,
Oh,
and
right,
it just
right.
breaks it down to affordable payments.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that only is one extra service from your dental.
No, that product is actually available to any dental clinic, for anything, like a car, home loan. But it was mainly started because of my concern with patients not being able to afford treatment. So then I reached out to my partner and I said, can we do something? And then him and his friend actually started the company in response to the needs. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all we have at the moment.
Yeah. From our conversation today, it seemed to me that the government think that our teeth like something luxury stuff that you buy, not something that from our body, like that not part of the health concern. The government have to support its people to look after.
I always say that your smile is like your business card, it's your signature.
Yep.
So I think having a beautiful smile, it's like it warms people to you. So it's a shame that they don't actually prioritize dental care. It's just as important as medical care, as having a meal. It's vital to the health being of the whole body.
So you guess there is any like improve from the policies coming soon?
I think it has to start from the bottom upwards. So like, I guess we have to put pressure on the government. We have to make it an issue. Because at the moment, like, everyone's just obsessed with like what's going on in Iran. And then like, and then there's like, like interest rate, like that's important. But then no one's talking about the thing that's important. Like, if you ever had anyone with a toothache, I can promise you that is the only thing he can think about.
On average, just on average, right? We're not talking about special treatment. On average, just for cleaning.
Yes.
Right, just for cleaning our teeth, not even deep clean, just regular checkup and cleaning. So, as recommended, we should look after, or we should just visit the dentist like twice a year, right?
Yes, every 6 months.
Every 6 months. Every 6 months. So normally, how much a patient have to pay, just on average, right? For regular checkup and cleaning.
You're looking at $150 to
$150, okay.
300.
Yeah, just say 150,
Yeah.
right? 150, that means for every adult,
Yeah.
every Australian adult should spend about $300 a year.
Yeah, so it's around
Basic.
150 to 300. The
Yep.
reason why I say that is depends on how many x-rays you need.
Yep. All right. Actually, okay. So, just say $300 a year.
6 months.
Yep. A 6 months. If we have like a million, that means the government have to pay 300 million. If that 10 million people, that means 3 billion.
Yeah, but that's nothing. That's a drop in the ocean. Like, did you know that they spent $65 billion on NDIS?
I know. So that's why if the government have like the package,
Yes.
right, to support Australian government, they should spend about like 3 billion or
Yes.
10 billion,
Yes.
to grant, every, Australian, right, to have a chance to do annual or yearly checkup.
Correct.
That's not a big deal, right?
No.
For government, like you said, they pay like 60 or 60 billion plus for NDIS, right? They should pay something for Australians, to look after or to get a chance to go to visit dentists.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm saying this not for your benefit, but really for public health.
That's correct.
Right. So we should raise our voice. We should raise our voice for this problem together. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Ken.
joining us
Thank you,
today.
VTA.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching us, and we see you next week.